Hi, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Just message in the chat. Can you hear me or no? Okay, so I can answer your questions and then I can go through ERAS or whatever you want since you're the only one that's going to be here today because the other person isn't able to make it. If you can hear me, can you message in the live chat? Okay, so ERAS. Yeah. Okay, so ERAS. Okay, yeah, I don't know why the chat was like weird, but okay, I can go through ERAS. Are you applying this year? Like 2020? Okay. So did you already get your token and everything for ERAS? Okay. So at the beginning of ERAS, let's pull it up. Okay, so you'll have the beginning right here. So you need to complete, your personal information, biography, your schooling, your experiences, licenses, if you have a license in something else, also publications. So with education, um, and with experience, the experience can be like um, work experience, volunteer experience, things like that. Okay. So you can add clinical, teaching, volunteer. So when you add an entry, you can put the type of experience. So work like TAing, where you get paid, research, any kind of research you did for like a publication, and then volunteer is going to be your extracurricular, mission trips, community work, things like that, where you don't get paid. And then you do need to fill out the information of like, what did you do, where this was, how long it was, and then what you did. And then the dates. So you can put as many as you want for those. Um, and here for additional questions in terms of your medical education, if it was extended or interrupted, um, you just need to kind of talk about your gaps. So if you hit yes, you kind of just talk about like, oh, I was, studying for step one during these months and then started my rotations this month. So you have to just kind of explain gaps in your medical education, and only if it's interrupted. So, you didn't go from like the next month into clinical rotations, but you took, 3 months off to take and study step one, the comp, etc. So you do have to kind of explain that. And then for publications, you just have to add, the title, what kind of publication it is. So if it was in a journal, a chapter, if you only did a poster presentation, that also counts as a publication, etc. Okay, so have you sent your letters already to your people who are going to write it? Okay. You asked them to write it, but did they already upload it to ERAS or no? Sorry, I'm having like a small cough. Okay, so we can go over the letter. We can go over how to ask the letter writers what to do. Okay, so it's under additional documents, and you can put personal statements where you add as many personal statements as you want. Usually it's good if you're going to apply to two or more specialties, so you can add a personal statement just dedicated to psychiatry. And then if you're going to apply to something else, you can dedicate the title to, family medicine, internal medicine, etc. The title doesn't really matter because no one sees it except for you. And then you can just copy and paste the personal statement you're currently writing, or you can, write it here and edit it as you go. Either one works. I like to have it in a Word document and then write it. And then you could always send that to other people to have them take a look at it and edit it first, and then just copy and paste the new version of it here. Letters of recommendation. So this, you have to click add new. You need to send a letter request form, because that is what the department secretaries are going to look for, as well as your letter writer, the person writing your letter, and even the person who's writing your letter, like their secretaries. Because most of the time, these secretaries are the ones that will upload it, depending where you do your rotations. And sometimes the actual person will upload it, but you need the letter request or the letter request form. So they do say the instructions here. So you kind of just hit add new. You have to put in your doctor's name, Dr. So-and-so, and their title. So are they an assistant professor? Are they the program director? Are they department chair? Things like that. You can fill this out, but no one's going to see it either. Either way, it's just for you. And then pretty much you either click this button if that person is the department chair, or you hit none of the above, but you have to click one of these because it's a requirement. This doesn't matter because it's only for residents and fellows. And most of the time, pretty much 100% of the time, you need to waive the right to view your letter. So you're going to hit save. I'm not going to hit save now, but and then when you hit save, you're going to confirm it. And then you can download the letter request form into a PDF, or you can actually email that form directly to your person who's writing the letter. And then you just wait for them to upload it. Let me see if I have an example of a letter request form. I'm not sure if I do, but we can see. I might. Okay. Oops. Okay, so here is an example of what the letter request forms kind of look like. Let me screen share it again. Okay, so it kind of just shows. So I downloaded all mine, and then I attached it to an email. So it looks like this. It has like the ID number, and then it's going to have, your information and like the author name, their department, and that you waive it. So I downloaded this and then I attached it to the email. Then the other way is just to send it straight. So they're just going to get this again, but it's directly to the email from ERAS versus you having to download it and then attach it to an email. Let me see what else. Okay, and then for your additional documents, that's also important. So this is where you have to go back on ECFMG via OASIS, and you're gonna have to upload like your photo, and that photo is what so you put your photo on Oasis, and then it's sent from Oasis here into ERAS. Okay. And then the MSPE is from the school, so you should have already written your MSPE and filled out the application and have it sent to the school. Medical school transcript, the school sends that. PTAL you don't need anymore until you get into a California residency. And then the transcript, all you have to do is pretty much hit authorize release, and it allows ECFMG to put in and like send all the scores of your step exams here into ERAS. Yeah, so it's an email. It's like an email to the writer, but it's just like a document because it has your like ECFMG number and everything, and that's what they need to search for you and to upload it. They do it themselves. I don't know how they upload it. You just get an email saying so and so uploaded a letter. Right, so you need those documents. If your exams come in late, you have to continually hit authorize release to upload your most current exam scores, etc. And then you're going to have to individually contact all the program directors or all the program coordinators that your one score just came back, if it's after September 16th. And then you just have, oh yeah, that's that. And then the last portion is programs. So this is where you can actually search for programs. You can save them. When you save them, you can then apply to them. And when you apply to them, they're going to ask you, so let's see. Let's just pretend I added something here. Hold on. I don't know. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so it's saved program. So you can add a program. So you can do, say it's a specialty that you want, right? So it's a psych. I don't know. I'm just going to pretend and put, so you can like click on the program. This has all the information. If you save it, it gets saved to your programs, and then you can apply to them later. And then this is an assignments checklist. It's not here right now, but it'll ask you what documents you want to attach to each program. So of course, for psych, you want to attach a psychiatry personal statement. And then you are going to obviously attach your CV, your MSPE, LORs, your transcripts, and everything. And so then once you're done pretty much applying or having all your programs, you hit check out, which I can't find right now, but you'll hit check out like here, and it actually tells you how much you owe and the price. Yeah, so yep, you're notified via whatever email you use to sign up for ERAS that so-and-so or someone uploaded a letter, and then You can go on there, look at your notifications to see who it was. Um, and then if you have a personal statement for a particular program, you can specifically pick that personal statement. It's going to say there on your checklist. So it'll ask you what you'd like to assign to all your programs. It'll ask you for like the LORs also, so you can pick and choose what LORs to your to send to your programs as well. Just make sure you certify. This is the top where you're gonna find your interviews. Um, yeah, so once you're done, you have to hit certify and submit for everything to be done and completed. But you got to fill out all this information first. And I think that's it for ERAS. There's nothing much. Just that. Any other questions? Yeah, I mean, you could also play around with it and take a look too. It's not that hard to get through it, and it's not like you'll make a mistake. It's easier with a full application, honestly, but this is not my account, so I can't really show you or add any programs since it's his application. Yeah, once you get certified, that's like 100% you're done with your application. And you can't change it anymore. But there's no certify here because you need to really apply. You need to have all this information filled in along with the documents and personal statements. Although I'm pretty sure you can still have personal statements and letters come in when you certify because it's just this, like education experience, licensure, and publications that you're certifying. So I'm not a very good so my residency application or match story is very different from other people. I was waiting to actually apply for 2020 because I didn't have the special emergency medicine letters that I needed in time, and I would apply late. However, I was urged to apply. So I ended up doing it around mid December, which is the worst time because most interviews have already been sent. So I only applied to 14 places, and that's not how many you should apply to. You should apply to as many places as possible that take IMGs. Thanks. It really was not something I wanted to do, but it's better than taking a year off. Yeah, but I think it's because I rotated at that spot and the directors really liked me there. So I think that's what happened. Okay, yes, that sounds good. Yeah, just send it to my email. But I won't be able to get it like immediately out because I'm already doing a lot of shifts this weekend, so it may take some time. And I start my next block of rotations on Monday, so I'm working a lot. Yep, no problem. Do you have any other questions? Okay, great. So good luck with the rest of your application process and writing the CVs and stuff. You still have a good month to go, so just kind of try and finish that up before it hits September 6th so you can just start searching for programs and everything. You should be already searching for programs now and making a list because it makes it easier when you do this. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go now, but yeah, just let me know if you have any other questions through email, and then you can send me your CV and personal statement through email as well. Okay, that's good. Alrighty, I'm gonna go. Have a good day. Good luck.